Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduction. Bank Islam. Bank Islam was officially launched in 1983. The establishment of Bank Islam is due to the increasing number of Muslims who have no choice but to keep money in conventional banks that are not Sharia compliant. While Maybank, Malaysia Berhad, known as Maybank, was established on 33 May 1960. Maybank was set up by Malaysian trader Hok T. Puat. The name Malaysia Banking Berhad was unfortunately announced as Maybank on 1 July 1993.
Okay, now I will talk about difference between Islamic banking products and conventional banking products. Although the products and service offered by conventional banking and Islamic banking financial institution look similar, there are many differences between these two products and service. Okay, first is deposit. It means saving or current account. Both banking systems offer deposit products such as saving account and current account. There are significant difference between these two banking systems. Okay, in Islamic deposit, the deposit product of the Islamic banking system is based on the concept of contract, which means payment with a guarantee. With this concept, court is a contract where the lender or either the customer lends money to the borrower, the bank. The bank will repay the money when required by the customer with the same amount in accordance with the procedure prescribed by the bank. The bank may also provide gift or grants and the discretion of the bank. Okay, next is the conventional deposit. Conventional deposit in conventional banking, customer who open a deposit account will be promised a certain return for the saving made. These returns are usually granted by the financial institution or bank. Financial institution or bank that practice conventional banking can also use the asset or money saved to conduct business activity to profit. This concept is directly usury, which is guaranteed return. The second one is financial and loans. The main difference in the terminology used. Islamic loans product do not use the term loan but use the term financial because in terms of the concept used, the financial institution does not provide loans to individual. Conventional product, on the other hand, use the term loan because the concept used is that the borrower borrows money from the lender. Okay, in Islamic financial, since the concept Islamic banking prohibit usury, Islamic financial use Islamic financial concepts such as bain al-inah wa tawarruk. With this concept, the resulting process is a deal of sale and purchase contract that generate debt. The debt is not from a loan but is from a sale and purchase transaction. In the other words, the borrower, a bank or Islamic financial institution, buy the asset of behalf of the borrower and reseller it to the borrower at a clear profit rate that has been agreed upon by both parties. This profit rate depend on whether it is a fixed profit rate or a floating profit rate. The late payment charge imposed for Islamic financing is only the cost of loss from the financing balance the financial institution or bank faces because the customer cannot settle his debt. Islamic financial also uses Sharia compliant takaful insurance coverage with the concept of cooperation and risk sharing. Okay, for conventional loan, a bank transaction is a borrower who borrows money from a financial institution or banks and will be charged an interest rate from the principal amount to provide a profit to the financial institution or bank. The interest rate is a fixed interest rate or a floating interest rate. It is clear here that the interest rate charge is usury. The loan amount to be repaid by the borrower can also change according to the base lending rate, it's mean BLR. In contrast to Islamic financial, in conventional loan, the losses will be borne by the borrower. If Islamic financial charge late payment cost of loss, for conventional loan, the late payment charge will be subject to compound interest, which burdens the borrower. Conventional loan use conventional insurance coverage as opposed to takaful insurance, which is by Islamic financial. Okay, third one is investment. Investment is as with deposit and financial loan product, there are also difference between Islamic and conventional investment. For Islamic investment, the Islamic financial system (SPI) uses the concept to profit and risk sharing. The concept is fair, not based that those not burden one of the party between investors and entrepreneur bank. It's mean bank. Often the Sharia concept used is the mudarabah, it's mean investment contract. With this concept, the customer is the investor and the financial institution or bank as the operator will share the profit with the investor if there is a profit in the investment. However, if there is loss on the investment, the cost of the loss will be borne by the customer or investor. This is in line with the FIC method, which explains that no investment promise a fixed profit. Every investment contain risk. Okay, for the conventional investment, the concept of investment used by conventional banking is different from Islamic investment. In conventional investment system, the operating bank or financial institution promise a fixed return to the customer as an investor. The fixed return is clearly riba and haram in Islamic financial. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you about the Islamic finance issue related to the PDS, which is for the Bank Islam and also the Maybank Berhad. The main topic issue that our group choose is the customer purchase the vehicle from the dealer on behalf on the bank. Okay, for the Bank Islam, this issue have two explanation that will tell more detail about this issue, which is the first is you are required to settle all monthly installment as per state in the letter of offer through salary deduction by the employer, salary transfer with automatic fund transfer. Automatic fund transfer upon disbursement being made until full installment of the financial account. In the event where the salary deduction made by the employer not yet commenced, you are responsible to pay the monthly installment in the timely manner and should be paid as per specific in the letter of offer. Okay, the second is Islamic banking. On the other hand, use Islamic teaching and Sharia law in their banking product, which levy profit rate instead of interest rate. Islamic banking use the concept of ITAB in vehicle financing. Okay, ITAB is al-ijarah asum al-baj, which is Islamic jurist. Fuqaha today have introduced an Islamic version of hire purchase as a substitute of conventional hire purchase, and ITAB is one of the latest innovation in the development of Islamic hire purchase instrument, which had been designed especially for individual or corporate customer, particularly not only for finance a wide range or asset, but also to meet the customer public demand, and at the same time securing along competitiveness in the financial market. Nevertheless, through the consideration of scholar by using the ijtihad, ijarah facility was later developed into al-ijarah thumma al-bai', which mean ITAB facility, and until today is strictly being practiced for buying of motor vehicle as a whole. Okay, for the Maybank Berhad, we have 3 explanation about this issue, which is the first one is a hire purchase agreement should be entered between you as the hire and Maybank as the owner of the motor vehicle. Okay, the interest for the hire purchase facility is calculated based on fixed or variable rate over the tenure of the facility. Upon payment of the amount outstanding under the facility, the ownership of the vehicle will be transferred to you. The tenure of the facility should be up to a maximum period of 9 years only. The second is for facility under variable rate, the total repayment amount will vary if the base lending financing rate, BILR or BFR change. Okay, as higher you have the obligation to pay the installment on time, inform the bank which is owner of any changes in your address, and to continue to ensure that the vehicle finance is adequately insured. Okay, the last point is conventional banking use interest charge to lenders along with other investment to turnover and income. Okay, it is because generally conventional bank do not involve themselves in trade and business, as they act only as money lenders. And also in conventional bank, almost all the financing and deposit side product are loan based. For the conventional bank such as Maybank Berhad, and also they treat money as a commodity, and lend is again interest as its compensation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is FAZDIL SAMSUDDIN. My matric numbers is 269477. The customer purchase behalf on the Bank Islam of vehicle financing. Firstly, the customer can make deal with bank on their loan. Which means if behalf on bank 5,000, so the customer also 5,000. Secondly, the asset still bank as a asset holder until the customer finish full payment. If delay to making a payment, 1% charge include, and if the customer have a problem, they call the bank to tell them for the personal issue. Others must buy a takaful to purchase vehicle financing. And last but not least, the tenure of financing is up to 9 years, which means the maximum is 9 years. So the suggestion for others to purchase on vehicle financing in Bank Islam is, firstly, no hidden or addition charge apply. Secondly, IBRA or rebate on full statement of financing before maturity, which means if the customer full payment before the maturity, so they can get a rebate. Thirdly, selling price we know and no charge, which means it's very clear the amount and others. And lastly, fast approval. So that's why I suggest to purchase on Bank Islam for vehicle financing. The customer purchase behalf on the bank Maybank Berhad for vehicle financing. Firstly, we can deal also with Maybank Berhad. The second is latest to get a 2-month salary slip. The customer must have a 2-month salary slip before the purchase this. Margin finance maximum 90% for a new vehicle of seller invoice. Also in purchase, we need the bank need a guarantor and my card to purchase this loan. If for the foreigner, must have a passport and employment contact letter. If the customer failure to pay any installment due from the date, bank can charge 1%. Last tenure of financing is up to 9 years. So the suggestion to have a vehicle financing of Maybank Berhad first, have a takaful protection. The customer must have a takaful protection before buy the vehicle. The second is forfeit charge computation based on reducing balance, which means this opposite with Bank Islam, and they use a conventional concept. The third is profit charge computation based on reducing balance. So also have a profit charge. The fourth is profit saving by extra payment, which means if you full payment before the maturity, you can get a profit saving. Last but not least, fast approval. So that's is vehicle financing to two of bank. So if we are as a customer, so thinking the either you choose the Bank Islam or Maybank Berhad. That's all for me. Thank you.
Bank Islam used the concept of murabahah for vehicle loan financing. Murabahah means that profit of murabahah is known by the customer and agreed upon. Vehicle financing facility is a term financing which is calculated based on a fixed rate. It means not has a riba. The main Sharia contract applied in the product is a sale contract with a disclosure of the asset, cost price and profit margin to the purchase. Sharia concept applicable in Bank Islam. Bank appoints the customer as its purchasing agent to purchase the vehicle from the dealer. Customer irrevocably and unconditionally promises and undertakes to purchase the vehicle from the bank. The customer purchases the vehicle from the dealer on behalf of the bank. Bank sells the vehicle to the customer on murabahah basis. Customer pays the selling price to the bank on deferred payment basis, and the customer pledges the vehicle to the bank as security. While Maybank using a hire purchase agreement, the interest based on fixed or variable rate over the tenure of the facility. Upon payment of the amount outstanding under the facility, the ownership of the vehicle will be transferred to you. It is clear conventional Maybank loan contain riba. The tenure of the facility shall be up to maximum period of 9 years only. Conclusion. Product disclosure sheet is an important document in helping consumers to make financial decisions. Islamic banks follow Islamic Sharia by not containing illegal elements such as riba, while conventional bank uses an element of riba in their loans. I hope this research can explain everything to the community about the difference between Malaysian Islamic Maybank loans and conventional Maybank. That's all from me. Thank you.